Hello, it's good to see you. Today we have some items from Aldi that I wanted to show you. I went shopping today, and some of it is in the refrigerator or the freezer, so I don't have everything out. But it looks like I spent $53.81, which is not bad. I got all these things and then more that's in there, but I wanted to show you some of it that I got today. We'll try to do the noisier things first, just to go ahead and get those out of the way. The first item is something that they don't have all the time. They only have it occasionally. I'm not really sure why that is. But my younger son loves these. I'm not a huge fan of them, though. These are Clancy's, which if you go to Aldi, you know that that is one of their brands. They make all kinds of chips and snacks and things under the Clancy's brand. They also have regular onion rings. These are the hot onion rings. You see they have the that kind of reddish looking stuff on them. They're okay, but I don't know. I like the regular ones. The regular ones are actually really good. This is a 6-ounce bag. And one thing that they do deliberately with their bagged snacks like this, there's not a lot of extra air. That way they can pack them in smaller boxes and it takes up less room. It's more efficient that way. Plus it uses less packaging. So you get a lot. The bag is almost completely full up to the top. It's not all air up here. So that's really cool. So I got a bag of Clancy's hot onion rings. And again, I point this out, this is not everything we are going to eat for the week. This was actually kind of a fill-in trip. And I do get stuff at other places, not just Aldi, because there are some things that I like that either Aldi doesn't carry or I can get it somewhere else cheaper, or, you know, there's a reason that I buy it somewhere else. So this is not everything for the whole week. This is just some stuff that I got today. And of course, as always, I have the Lovin', L''OVEN, Lovin' Fresh Classic White Bread. This is just sliced sandwich bread. It comes in this nice thick plastic bag. 1 pound, 4 ounces of bread. And this was, I think they were 79 cents today. So that was a pretty good deal. My kids are back in school now, and they pack their lunches a lot, so we go through a lot more bread during school than we do during the summer. So that whole loaf will be gone by Saturday. This, I use their fully cooked bacon, and this is from Appleton Farms. And I use this for all kinds of things. I like it in sandwiches. Like this looks like a BLT, you know, bacon, lettuce, tomato. You can use it in sandwiches, salads, recipes that call for cooked bacon. It's pretty good. It's 12 slices. I can't remember how much it was. It wasn't much. I think it was like $2.29. I think it was $2.29. Anyway, I don't like to cook bacon. I know some people say, oh, you know, cook it on a sheet in the oven. I don't want to mess with it. Honestly, I just don't want to mess with it. I'd rather just buy it already cooked. And my older son wanted some of these. These are potato bread. They are sandwich rolls, but they're made with potato bread, and they're nice and heavy. They're very dense, very, very dense. You get 8 rolls. It's 15 ounces. And these are just like your typical hamburger buns. And they are also made by Lovin' Fresh. It's kind of hard to see there. But he likes to just eat these just as they are. That's my cat. She's Evie is playing with a piece of aluminum foil that one of my kids rolled up for her. And she's carrying it around in her mouth. She just indulged in some catnip, and it makes her a little ridiculous. Speaking of catnip, I have some left of another bag I had, and I call it dope. They love it. They had this at Aldi. Look at this giant container of cat dope. I mean, oh my God, it's enormous. This is it's 3 ounces, but But you know, it's a really big container, and this was only I think it was $2.99 or $3.99. It's Cloud9 catnip. Look at that. They love it. Both of my cats love catnip. They'll fight each other for it. I have to put out I have to put it out in two separate places, and that way they're not trying to kill each other to get to it. So we have this from Cloud9 Catnip. I've never tried this brand before, but look at this kitty. He's all knocked out. My cats kind of do that. Evie will do that when she consumes catnip. She gets like that. It's really funny too because while she eats it, her back twitches. Like the skin on her back does this weird twitchy thing. It's funny. And then she'll just go lie down somewhere like this right here. But Evie just starts running around and acting crazy. Like she's got crazy eyes right now. She may come zipping through here. I don't know. It's unpredictable. You never know with her. Even whether she's had cat dope or not, you just never know with her. Bought several different types of bread today. We have the Love and Fresh hot dog buns as well. I have been buying the potato bread hot dog buns at Walmart that I think Arnold Bread makes. But I'm not very happy with them because they always split open. Like they don't stay together. You try to put a hot dog in them and it just breaks apart. I was very unhappy with that. So I just went back to the regular old Love and Fresh hot dog buns. This is a pack of 8. It's 12 ounces down here. And again, it comes in this nice thick plastic bag. And it has the little LF logo across the top here. This little red border with the brown stripe. And it has LF all the way across. And so maybe we'll have hot dogs one night. I don't know. Oh, and I got some cat treats. My cats like these, but if I give them these all the time, they get tired of them. So I try to change it up every now and then. These are heart to tail. I had been buying something at Walmart, but these came from Aldi. And these cat treats are tuna flavored, and they come in this little packet. It's 3 ounces, and it has a resealable top, so you will pull this off. Kind of matches my nail polish there. This part does. So you pull this part off. It just comes right off, and it's resealable. There's a little Ziploc thing in here, so you give them a few, and then you reseal it. And they're crunchy treats with, I guess, something in the middle. My cats really like them. So this one is the tuna flavor, like I said, from Heart to Tail, which is a brand that they have at Aldi here. I got one more. This one is salmon flavor, so it's the coloring is a little different. It's more of a coral, like a coral color. Salmon flavor. They like these as well, and it kind of shows you a little picture of what it looks like in there. It's crunchy on the outside, and then there's stuff in the middle that they like. And I do notice that when you open this, the smell is very, very strong. I mean, like it's really ultra flavored with something. Center filled with crunchy texture helps control tartar. And it has this grouchy looking cat on the package. He looks pissed off to me. I don't know. Of course, Evie looks like that most of the time, so that's just what her face does. She just looks mad, even when she's not. So it's okay. I know I bought a lot of snack stuff today for us and the cats. These I grabbed while I was in the checkout line. I actually had to wait in the checkout line for longer than normal. It was unusual. I'm not really sure what that was about. While I was standing there, I spotted these combos. I wasn't planning on getting combos, but I stood there for so long. I was just staring at the stuff up on this shelf nearby, and I saw the combos and ran over there and grabbed a pack. They only had cheddar cheese pretzel flavor, but that's okay. These are 6.3 ounces. It says it's made with real cheese, so that's cool. My kids like those, and sometimes I will take a bag like that and put them in individual snack bags. So, and I keep a whole cabinet just for packing lunches, and I'll put stuff like that in there that they can snack on, and then they can just grab whatever and put it in their lunch boxes along with whatever sandwich or whatever they're making that day. And I have also Mama Kotze's turkey pepperoni. And a lot of places, when you find these pepperoni slices, they will be in the like in the lunch meat section. These are not. They actually keep these over with spaghetti sauce and stuff. Let's see. It's 5 ounces, and on the back it's clear so you can see it. Little slices of turkey pepperoni, and of course, once you open it, you have to refrigerate it. You have to stick it in the refrigerator after that. So we don't ever actually put these on anything. We just eat them right out of the bag. So they won't last long. Once that bag is open, they will be gone within probably 2 days. My younger son, every time I go to Aldi, asks for a bag of Haribo Gold Bears because he knows that they have these at our Aldi, and they are always 95 cents. And it's just the classic gold gummy bears, a 5-ounce bag, and they are different flavors like pineapple, orange, strawberry, lemon, and raspberry. So colorful and festive. Look at that. So those are just for him. Nobody else ever eats them. They're just for him. Let's see. And he recently lost 2 of his baby teeth, so he didn't want anything too tough to chew for a while because he had these 2 loose teeth that were bothering him. But now that they've come out and the tooth fairy came for a visit, he's very happy. So he has money and he can eat his snacks again, so he's tickled with that. All right. This is something that I spotted there. There it is. Sorry. I was going up and down the aisles of the store, and I spotted these. I normally don't look at the facial tissue. I was not aware that they had facial tissue with lotion. Now, I prefer the kind with lotion, especially if the kids or I have a runny nose. You know, if you have to blow your nose a lot, it makes it all red and irritated. And I find that the ones with the lotion don't irritate as much. So we go through a lot of lotion, especially in the wintertime, or if anybody's been sick, we go through a lot. And this was really inexpensive. It says compared to Kleenex lotion. And I'm not picky. I don't care. I'll buy Kleenex or Puffs or whatever. So I thought I would buy 1 box of the Willow, which is one of their brands. Buy a box of Willow to see if I liked them as much as Kleenex or Puffs. And if so, then I'll get some more. And of course, you know, when you're ready to use the package, you have this little oval here, and it's perforated, and you have this little place here. You stick your finger in there, pull it back, and then the plastic here is also perforated, so you can sort of punch that open and pull the tissues out. So I'm not ready to use it yet, but it's the weirdest thing at work. I keep a box of these in my office at work. And I don't use them very often, but the box gets emptied out pretty frequently, and I have yet to figure out how that keeps happening. There's nobody in there but me. But about once a month, I have to replace the box of tissues, and I don't know why that is. Someone is using my tissues when I'm not looking, and I'm thinking maybe I don't want to know why, because that's weird, and I'm thinking there's more to it than I probably want to know. But I'll probably end up taking these to work. And I may or may not get to try them before whoever it is uses them up. It's really like one of those weird little mysteries about life that you may never solve, and you just always kind of wonder, what was that about? I don't know. And these are Pickles, obviously. These are Great Gherkins, which is one of the Aldi brands again. It's a glass bottle with a metal lid. It's a 24-ounce bottle, a jar, sorry. Of course, most of that's liquid. says there are about 16 servings. It's funny though, it says the serving size is about 3/4 of one spear. I don't know of anybody who eats 3/4 of one of these. I just can't imagine leaving a fourth of it and going, I can't eat another bite. And that's how they've decided to divvy up the serving sizes on here, I suppose. So anyway, we have some lovely pickles in here, and these were really cheap. My older son loves pickles. My younger son not so much, but my older son loves to eat these. He'll take a jar and he'll eat like half the jar in one sitting. He's crazy about pickles. Just loves them. I like them too, but I don't eat them as much as he does. But fortunately, they're inexpensive, so I don't worry about it. Next, we have a jar of white grape juice. This is Nature's Nectar, which is, again, one of the Aldi brands, which most of the stuff you buy at Aldi is going to be their brand name, except stuff like the combos or the Haribo gummy bears. Most of the things are going to be their brands. It says it provides 120% of the daily value of vitamin C per serving, I suppose, per 8-ounce serving. And this is one of my younger son's favorite things. Sometimes he will take one of the little water bottles or something we have in when he's making his lunch. He will put that in there to take for his drink. So sometimes he just takes water. I'll leave it up to him to decide. Next, we have two cans of Sweet Harvest, not the Harvest, but Sweet Harvest Yellow Cling peach slices. Now they have peach slices in heavy syrup. I don't like the heavy syrup. It's too sweet, too syrupy, which it's syrup, so that makes sense. These are the ones with the blue on them. It's mainly, the peaches, and then they have the blue border. These are the extra light syrup ones, the peaches in the extra light syrup. I would like it if it was just the juice, but anyway, this is the lightest kind they have, and I like these because you can taste the peaches more than the syrup. The heavy syrup, I don't know, it doesn't taste as good to me. So we have 2 cans of these. They are 14.75 ounces a piece. And I do like most of the canned fruits and vegetables at Aldi. I do prefer Del Monte green beans. That is one thing that I will buy the brand name on, but everything else, I think they're just as good. So, and we've had a lot of fresh peaches here that we brought back from my dad's, but we've kind of gone through a lot of those. I gave away a lot. But I like to keep some canned ones on hand. Now, this is going to make every Sanctimommy cringe. I do have a huge box of fruit flavored. You see how it's not the same color as fruit snacks, so you don't really see the flavored part. If you think these are healthy, you're fooling yourself. I know they're not, but my kids like them. They like to throw a bag of these in with their lunch sometimes, and I'm okay with that. If you're not okay with it, you shouldn't buy it, because that we should all do what we think is best for us. There are 5 flavors. There's tangerine, watermelon, grape punch, not grape, mind you, but grape punch, fruit punch, and pineapple. And you can see all the little designs on here. Watermelon, orange, pineapple, grape punch, and fruit punch. They're not really that big in real life, and it says here that they're enlarged to show detail. They're quite smaller in real life, but you get 28 pouches in here, and this box I think was some $3.49, and you get 28 of them in here. So that's pretty good. I only let them use these things in their lunches, and this is another thing that they can put in their lunch as a little dessert. These are, they're like the brownie bites or the muffin bites. Several different companies make those. These are from Baker's Treat, which is an Aldi brand. Mini brownies. I've never tried this kind before. I have bought, I think they have a chocolate chip version. I think I tried those, but I've never bought the original fudge. So we're going to try these. You'll get 5 packs in here, and each pack has 4 of the little mini brownies in it. You see, it looks yummy. So Yeah, it's 9.75 ounces in there, so that's pretty cool. And finally, I'm making a pie tomorrow. I'm making a chocolate cream pie. And for that recipe, this is from a great value. I bought a Walmart brand graham cracker crust. I was going to do something else with it originally, and I honestly forgot why I bought it now. So I thought I would go ahead and make the recipe on the back. This was glued into the crust packaging. You need cold milk, chocolate flavored instant pudding mix, semi-sweet chocolate, Cool Whip, and the pie crust. So that sounded pretty simple to me. I had everything except the chocolate pudding mix and the semi-sweet chocolate. So while I was at Aldi, I went ahead and grabbed 2 of these chocolate pudding mixes. Now this is from Baker's Corner, which is another Aldi brand, of course. This is 3.9 ounces. You can also get the sugar-free kind, but it didn't say that it should be sugar-free. I wasn't really sure if it would matter. So I just went ahead and got the regular and not the sugar-free. I got 2 of these. So this pie sounds very easy to make. This stuff has no artificial sweeteners and no high fructose corn syrup. So it's an easy way for me to use this pie crust and get it out of the way. It's actually been sitting on top of my toaster oven for about a month, and for the life of me, I cannot remember why I bought it. I bought it for a specific purpose, and I don't remember what it was. So, it sounds pretty simple. It looks like you basically just mix everything up and then fold in the whipped topping and spread it in the pie crust and then freeze it for at least 4 hours. And then you let it stand at room temperature for about 15 minutes before serving, and that's it. And apparently it's supposed to come out all lovely, kind of like that. I don't know, but anyway. And the semi-sweet chocolate. Oh, that's noisy. That is an extremely noisy bag. I am so sorry. This is Baker's Corner as well. Semi-sweet chocolate morsels. I'm not going to need this much, but it was the smallest package they had. It's 12 ounces. So I know the kids are going to be really upset that we have a bunch of chocolate chips left over. I could just sprinkle them on the top. That might be a bit much, though. So I have this nice bag of semi-sweet chocolate morsels from Baker's Corner, and I can't handle it too much because it's extremely crackly. Finally, I have this. Now they do have a very limited selection of Little Debbie snacks at our Aldi. Sometimes, now not always, and the selection changes all the time. But they had these Little Debbie Cosmic Brownies, which my kids like. And again, these are just for lunches. And it contains 6 brownies. The package weight is 13.1 ounces. It comes in this lovely little decorative package. Very colorful and festive. And see, it has, it looks like little M&Ms or something on top of the brownies. I've never been a huge fan of Little Debbie snacks. My dad had a friend when I was growing up, and sometimes we would go see him, and I would have to sometimes hang out in the house with this guy's wife, and she was very nice, but she wasn't used to being around children, and she wasn't really sure how to relate to me, and I was very quiet, and I guess I didn't give her much to work with, so basically she would just essentially force feed me Little Debbie snacks the whole time I was there. And I was always taught, eat, be polite. If someone offers you something, you should say thank you and take it. And I had to eat a lot of Little Debbie snacks there because she didn't really know what else to do other than keep giving me snacks. It was weird. So I ate a lot of Little Debbie snacks over there, and ever since then, I don't like them. I don't know. I had to eat too many when I didn't really want to. So, but my kids like them, so I'm okay with that. So I have plenty of stuff. I like to keep the cabinet for lunches well stocked, and it's not just junk. That's just what I happened to buy today. There's good stuff in there too. But that's just what I happened to buy on this particular trip to the store. So anyway, I think that's it. It's not very much. It's not very exciting. I did want to say I have sort of broken up with the Southern Grove mixed nuts that I used to buy at Aldi. I know a lot of you look forward to hearing me talk about the mixed nuts. Well, I have found a new love, I'm afraid. I found a different type of mixed nuts at Walmart that I like better, and I have left the Southern Grove mixed nuts for my new love, the deluxe nut mix at Walmart. I can't remember what it's called, but it has cashews, pistachios, pecans, macadamia nuts. It has just not many peanuts at all. And I have noticed that the Southern Grove mixed nuts, it's just more and more peanuts. Every time I get some, it just seems like it's just more peanuts than anything else. Despite the fact that the package says less than 50% peanuts, that I don't think that's true anymore. But I'm not buying the Southern Grove mixed nuts anymore. I've quit buying those. Plus, the deluxe mixed nuts that I found at Walmart have less salt on them. There's nowhere near as much salt, and I like that a lot better. The Southern Grove mixed nuts were a little salty for my taste. So for various reasons, I have dumped the Southern Grove mixed nuts, and I no longer buy them. So I'll have to save the ones that I buy from Walmart to show you in the future. So anyway, that is basically it. I don't really have anything else to show you from Aldi today. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.